Boat vlog. Boat vlog. Okay, so here's my drive system. There's my adapter plate. Hang on, I'll turn that music down a bit. Okay. My motor. That's my drive system. I made the adapter plate. Obviously cut that plug shape off the top because it's superfluous. Everything seemed to fit alright. I had the holes cut on the water cutter slightly smaller just so that I could align them properly once it was on there. And I've got fairly good spacing all the way around. So that's a great thing about these laser and water cutters now. You can get a really accurate circle. And yeah, so obviously it's a flex plate. This is a plate I picked up at the scrapyard, which seemed to be a good shape for our flywheel, and it's turned out alright. It's very hard actually. Like I said, it's hard for me in a machine. So basically there's some 3 10mm threaded holes where the converter used to bolt on, and I put stainless bolts through them and put lock nuts on the other side just for a bit of extra security. But I'd say if they're going to snap anywhere, it's going to be on the back side where they actually where they actually go through the plate. And so the way the I'll show you a flywheel actually, because I've got one. Where the flywheels are set up, they have one square hole and 2 round holes. So in the 2 round holes I put countersunk head bolts so that they aligned, and in the 3rd hole I put just a normal bolt. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And it's just got that ring of 5/16 tensile bolts holding it in. So hopefully it'll be enough. Well, you know, this is a sort of beta version of the drive. I mean, I'd like to do something better later. It'd be great to be able to make this one piece somehow, but I don't think you could actually, simply because of the way that the flex plate bolts to the end of the crank. So it's always going to be 2-piece. But what I'd like to do is make this part, like the flex plate, in this one piece, and then bolt a plate to the outside of it. So, and that can be done later, but I mean, to be honest, I'm looking at what I've done and I think it's going to be fine. I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. So it's just a quickie. And another development, not mechanically but electronically, has happened. I had a customer come in and I did a little job for him, and he has taken my he's taken my ECM away, my engine ECM, and he's converted it to a manual setup. So the plug for the transmission isn't actually working anymore. He's taken the VATs off, which is the vehicle anti-theft system, so I don't need to have a key and a ring antenna and all that sort of crap, and it's not going to immobilize itself every time I take the key out of it. And something I didn't know was possible, you can disable the O2 sensors. So actually these are a great, if you know someone who really knows what they're doing with these are a great motor to put in your boat, because you don't need to run any O2 sensors. So that was really good news, and welcome news, because I was really thinking I was going to have to buy some manifolds to make them work with the O2 sensors, but now I can just make some. So, and that's what I'm going to be concentrating on the next couple of weeks, and that's probably when you'll hear from me next. So I've got an ECM that works, I've got a drive system that maybe works, but we'll have to suck it and see. And I've got a cooling system here, which I've still got to plumb up and mount. And obviously I've got to do the front engine mounts once it's in the boat, and the whatever oil filter system I'm going to have on it. So yeah, that's where we're at. See ya.